Namaste beautiful yogis, welcome to an interval yoga class. We're going to begin at the front of our mats. Spread your toes open and you can shift your weight left to right, right to left, and just find a comfortable place where you can place your weight on all four corners of each foot. Spread the toes wide open, lift the arches, and then start to bring the tension up on the legs, lifting the kneecaps, extending the tailbone down, pulling the belly in, roll the shoulders back and down, palms of the hands facing forward. Open chest, lift the chin parallel to the floor and lengthen to the crown of the head. Inhale the hands all the way over the head, lift and reach. Exhale, dive to the floor. You can keep your knees slightly bent here and just allow your body to be heavy. Shake your head. Yes and no, looking over to one side, then to the other. Take a big breath in while you're still in forward bend, and as you exhale, let the tension that you might be holding into your shoulders and neck and jaw go. So feel your shoulders become heavier, giving into gravity. Inhale again, and as you exhale, feel your belly softening, as if you're lengthening through the midsection. Melting the midsection towards the legs. You can bend the legs or keep them straight if it feels comfortable. Great, hands on the shin bones. Inhale, look ahead of you straight back. Bring the hands on the mat and step back into plank. And lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Roll the shoulders back and down, extend the tailbone down. And back to chaturanga, exhale in downward facing dog. Drawing the navel in, lifting the tailbone as high as you can. Deepening your breath. Inhale the right leg up. And let's come into a one-legged plank. Bring the knee to your opposite elbow and kick the leg out and bring it back to one-legged down dog. And let's do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Bring the knee into the center, between your elbows in the center. Round your back, pull, draw your knee into your belly and step the foot between your hands and come up. High lunge, press the back heel away from you. Exhale the left hand on the floor, right arm spins up. And let's roll onto the outer edges of the feet. Sit back into the right hip and take side plank. Left hand on the floor. Bring the right hand behind your head and bring your knee into your elbow. Right elbow to right knee. 10 times. 1, 2. Try not to touch the floor in between the reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's come into plank. And lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back and down. Back to chaturanga. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. And let's come into one-legged plank. Left knee to right elbow. Kick it across. And all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold. Bring the knee between your elbows. Pull the knee as high as you can. Pull it into your chest. Round your back. Step it through and come up. High lunge. And let's exhale the right hand on the floor. Spin the left arm up. Hands reaching away from each other. And you can roll onto the outer edges of your feet and sit back. Feel your hip here. And let's bring the left hand behind the head. Stack the feet on top of each other, side plank, and we'll bring knee to elbow 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to plank. And here we're going to just bend the right knee and bring the knee across from your body, and then change sides. And again. And change. Change. And change. And let's inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between the hands, come up, high lunge. Hands over the heart. And let's bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Twisting. And coming out of this, inhale the hands over the head. Exhale the hands on the inside of your right foot. Bring your forearms on the floor, lower, or press the back heel away from you. Breathe into your hip flexor. And let's bring the left forearm across on the mat, parallel to the front edge of your mat, and just stack the feet on top of each other. Forearm, side plank. And reach up, touch your toes, lower down 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And bring both forearms on the floor. And press back into downward facing dog. You can spread your fingers wide open and come onto your hands. Inhale the left leg up. Step the left foot between the hands. And come up, high lunge. And let's bring the hands in prayer, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Look over your shoulder. And coming out of this, we're going to bring the hands on the inside of the left foot. Lower down onto your forearms. Press the back heel away from you. And breathe here. bring the right forearm across from the front edge of the mat. Stack the feet on top of each other, and we are going to touch the toes 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can roll onto your forearms and hold here. And let's walk the feet in, coming into something that looks like dolphin pose, and from here you will press into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between the hands, drop the back heel down and come up. Warrior 2. And let's lower the right hand on the inside of the right foot, side angle. Now I do feel like I could open here and just modify this classic pose into something that my body just feels that wants to do right now, so I can open the chest a little more towards the ceiling. Great. And let's bring both hands on the floor. Lift the back heel up and bring the right hand up. Twist one more time here. And come up to standing. Keep that twist. And walk the right hand down the left leg. Excellent. From here we're going to exhale the left hand on the outside of the right knee and reach here. And we're going to wrap the hands underneath, clasping. Inhale, coming all the way up to high lunge. Exhale the hands on the floor and step back into plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog, and back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Step the left foot between the hands and come up. Warrior 2. And lower down. Left hand by the left foot, side angle. Maybe explore some openness in your side angle. And let's bring both hands on the floor. And right hand remains on the floor, twist here. And coming up, let's walk the left hand down the right leg. Hold that twist. Reach and open. And exhale the right hand on the outside of the left foot. Twist. Maybe clasp if you can. And release. Coming up. And we're going to bring the hands on the hips and step the back foot to the front of the mat, chair pose. bring the hands on the floor, and we're gonna go for 20 plank jumps. So go as quickly as you can, try to keep a good form and silent feet, and let's get going. Jumping the feet back and forward 20 times. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. And I'm at 10. 20, and you can come into a forward bend with the feet hip width apart, and let's bring the right hand between the legs so that you can grab the left ankle with your right hand, and you can wrap the other hand around and grab the upper thigh and change sides. Bring both hands on the floor. Step the right foot back, and we're gonna go for 50 mountain climbers. So move as quickly as you can. So we'll be jumping the feet. Switch jumping the feet 50 times. Each move counts as 1 rep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. And 50, and we'll press back into downward dog. Inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between the hands, come up, high lunge, and come into plie, and find high lunge on the opposite side, and high lunge, plie to high lunge. And we'll twist a few times like this. Plie, high lunge, 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 plie, hold, and from here, warrior 2, plie, warrior 2 on the opposite side, plie, warrior 2, plie, warrior 2, plie, warrior 2, plie, and warrior 2, plie. Hold plie, and bring your hands over your thighs, look over to one side and over to the opposite side, and come back to center. Bring the hands on the floor, right arm spins up, left arm spins up, and both hands on the floor, on the thighs. Straighten the legs, bend the right knee and stretch the left leg. Come up. Opposite side, come up, bend the right leg in the center and touch your left hand somewhere in front of your foot, and we'll jump and switch. Guess how many times? 50. Alright, so let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. Twenty. 30. 40. 40. 50. And we'll take chair. Sit back into your chair. Hold chair. Sit further back. Press your knees back. Pull the belly in. Twist towards the front of your mat. Sit deeper. Hands on the floor. Forward bend. Inhale, look ahead of you and step in plank. And chaturanga and upward facing dog. And back to chaturanga and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. Stay in high lunge. Come up, drop the back knee. Crescent lunge and reach back. Stretching the hip flexor. Exhale, both hands or both elbows on the floor and walk that back knee away from you. Squeeze the right knee into your chest or into your shoulder, excuse me. And slowly coming back up, we are going to bring the hands just above the knee here. And try not to place a lot of weight on the back knee. Look up. Great. From here, press all the way back into one-legged down dog. Step it back, left leg comes up. Step it through, high lunge. Drop the back knee down, crescent. Exhale, both elbows on the floor. And stretch here, breathe. And walk your back knee a little further forward. Let's bring the hands onto the knee and press your chest open. Great. From here, lifting the back knee off the floor, reach over your head, bend the knee, and you step at the front of your mat for chair pose. Sit a little deeper. Hands on the big toes. Sit back onto your booty and straighten the legs. And lower down onto your back and press the belly in and hold here. And let's lower the right leg just a few inches off the floor and keep the other one as far down as you can without removing the lower back from the floor. And change. And bring them back together. And hug them in. And let's go one more time. Straighten the legs. Lower the right leg down. And change. And hug them in. And we'll bring the knees at 90 degrees angle. So keep the right knee at 90 degrees. Lower the left leg just a few inches off the floor. Lower down and clap, bringing the upper back off the floor. So try to press your belly in. Let's go for 20 claps on one side. We'll rest. This should feel pretty difficult, and we'll do it over to the opposite side. And that's 20. And instead of resting passively, let's rest in bridge, stretching the abs. And slowly lower down, bending the left knee, pressing the lower back into the floor, lower the right leg a few inches off the floor, and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bridge. And slowly lower down, hands behind the head, left knee to right elbow, hold and change, hold and change, hold and change, hold and change, 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 change. Few more. And rest. Bring your hands behind your knees and begin to rock back and forth. Massaging the spine. And come all the way up to standing. Take wide stance out and take plie one more time. Sink into your plie. Open the arms out, reach over to your right and take side angle plie. Coming back to center and over to the opposite side. Coming back up, changing sides. Coming back up and changing sides. And now you're going to bring your hands on the floor and step to the front of the mat. And step back in plank. And we are going to step the right foot. In high lunge, come up in high lunge and lower down. Plank, left foot, high lunge. And lower down. Right. Continue. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. And now when you lower down, bring your left foot at the front, or make sure your left foot is at the front. And we will this time kick slightly up, jump back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, back to chaturanga, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot in, and so you will kick it back in so that you can go into chaturanga. So kick and chaturanga, upward dog, back to chaturanga, downward dog. And are you guys ready for the big segment of this workout, everybody's favorite? Alright, so we are going to our yoga burpees. Spread the fingers wide open, bend the knees, jump your feet in handstand jump to squat, jump and down, and handstand jump to squat jump, handstand jump to squat jump. So let's do 10 of those, and if you have to rest, rest. Alright, I did 3, but I'll scratch them, I'll pretend this was just demonstration. Alright, we're starting 10 of those. Three, 4, 1 more. Okay, we can do 1 more. Oh, that was lousy. That was lousy. And jump. And you can shake your legs out. Come up to standing. Come into a soft squat. Bring your hands on your knees and draw a few circles with your knees. And then hands on the hips. And a few figure 8s here. With the hips, just massaging the hips. And still moving and getting the breath to calm down. Alright, and from here, we're going to go back into our chair. Step back, high lunge, chair, step back, high lunge, chair, high lunge, chair, high lunge. So it's alternating high lunge to chair. Let's do 10 chairs from here on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold this one and transition into warrior 2. Right knee leading. Reverse the warrior. And back to plie. Reverse the warrior 2 on the left side and reverse the warrior. And back to center. And let's bring the feet parallel to each other. Forward bend. Bending the left knee, flexing the right foot, stretching here, changing. Changing. This time you can wrap your arms around it and look up and change. And coming back to forward, wide-legged forward bend, straight back, coming up, right leg leading, warrior 2. Side angle. Reach ahead of you. Exhale, both hands down, walk them to the opposite side, prepare for warrior 2. On the left side, reverse the warrior. Side angle, reaching, and lower down. Bring the hands to the center of your mat between your feet, hip width apart, lower down here. And let's walk the hands to the front of the mat, step the feet together, and you will roll back into plow pose. And I will leave you in plow pose today because I will hold it for a little bit and then I will sit for a brief period in a cross-legged seated position. So stay here in plow for as long as you need to, and then relax either in Shavasana or in Shavasana or in cross-legged Sukhasana, easy pose. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.